What's up guys, Abod and this is Whilelab YouTube channel, and here we are with day 26 of 30 days of code, and today's video is about nested logic. Let's go. So the task is, your local library needs your help given the expected and actual return dates for a library book. Create a program that calculates the fine, if any. The fee structure is as follows. I've created this diagram flow, and it shows how this works. So the first thing we want to check, when did the book got returned? Okay, if it got returned after the expected date. If no, so it's before expected date. If returned before the expected date, then there's no fine. If it got returned after the expected date, we check, okay, is it still in the same year and month? If yes, we just calculate how many days between the expected date and the actual date, and multiply that by 15 hackos, so it's 15 hackos a day. If no, then we check, is it still in the same year? If it's still in the same year, if it's yes, still in the same year, we charge 500 hackos a month. Okay, so as you can see here, we have the 9th June 2015 and the 6th of June 2015. So it's the same month, the same year, but not the same day, and not before, because this is the actual and this is the expected, so it's 3 days late. So we multiply the days, which is 3, by 15 each day. We got 45. That's the fine, 35 hackos. So let's jump in and write the code. So first thing is, we call actual. This is the actual date. We get the input, okay, and we have the expected date, and we get the input also. If I print, just show you actual date and expected date, run the code, you would see over here that we've got both dates, okay, the first date, the second date. Perfect. So we've got the dates. Now the thing is, we want to convert those dates to be a date object. If I would import from the date time module, if I would import the date class, I would come here and I want to convert those to be a date class, but or date object. The problem is date object. Okay, date objects takes integers, but this gives us strings. So what we would do is first split this, which would split it by the space, so it would give us a list, and a list of the strings. So it would give us 9 as an item, 6 and an item, 2015 as an item. Then what we would do is pass this list to the map function and convert all of those to be integers. Then after all of that happens, we pass this to a list and we reverse this list, and okay, one more thing. Alright, if I would just show you the difference, if I print actual date and print expected date, run the code. Okay, as you can see here, this is the one we converted. It's now a bunch of integers and it's reversed. We've got the year first, then the month, then the day. Here they are strings and the year at last. Why did we reverse it? Because if I would come here, the date, and we call the help of the date module, you would see that here, as you can see here, it takes year first, the month, then day. Okay, so what we would do now is also apply this to the expected date, and we're cool now. So now we've got two lists of the actual date and expected date, and both are integers. Now what we want to do is convert the actual date to be a date object and unpack using the star sample, unpack the actual date list, and we have the expected date, and we will do the same here, but instead unpack the expected date. Now what is this good for is, now if I can call print and call actual date, and for example call year, call the day, call the month, because now it's a date object. Now what we want to check is first if actual date is higher than expected date. So that's the first thing we check. Okay, is it late? That's the first thing we check. Then okay, so if it's later than the expected date, then what we do is check if we are in the same year and the month of the year. So if actual date dot year equals expected date year, then check if actual date dot month equals expected date dot month. If I can fix this, because I hate when it does this, I'm not sure. So if actual date dot month equals expected date dot month, that means we should charge 15 hackos each day. So here we'll create the find module, find variable, I'll make it 0. Here if actual date, then find would equal actual date dot day minus expected date dot day multiplied by 15. Else, so if we are not in the same month, that means we've passed it, because here we've already checked that it's already late. So then find would be 500 multiplied by the actual date dot month minus the expected date dot month. Then what we would do is else, not here, de-indent it, because we want to be else for the if it's not in the same year. So else if it's not the same year, then find would be a fixed amount of 10,000. Then we print the find as it is and run the code. Here we are, guys. Yeah, let's submit the code and see. Oh yeah, and it worked. Awesome, guys, congratulations. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video. Press the like button if you enjoyed. If you had any questions, drop it down below in the comment section, and if you had a better solution, drop it down in the comment section, and see you in the next one. Peace out.